I am not dead! I'm not dead! I swear to God I'm alive! I swear! Okay. It feels good. Feels good to be back. Feels amazing to be back, honestly. Again, I know I said this last stream, I am sorry for not posting or going live as much as I used to. Again, a lot of family stuff this week, and also work on top of that. But I swear, and I'm going to try my best to keep a promise here. I'm going to try to get back to daily streaming. I'm going to attempt. There are going to be, because of my work schedule, there will be not a consistent time that I will go live. Some days I may go live later, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Some days it'll be earlier, more towards noon. Maybe even earlier, 11 o'clock. I will get my streaming schedule in order. I want to do this daily. I really like streaming, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So, let's see if I'm going to be able to do this again. I know since I took a break off of it and I got back into it, I was so confused. And now I'm jumping into the trial with barely any evidence. I don't know what's gonna happen. We are just going to see. I'm gonna try my best for Will. I'm gonna have to try my best for him. If he's gonna say anything. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Also, since it's been a while, I forget the voices I gave these guys. Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this truly, utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, this isn't gonna be easy. I forget half the stuff because it's been a few days. We still go against the same lawyer? It's always him. Don't we get introduced to new lawyers, like, later on? I don't know how long this game is. I don't know how many episodes there are. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth? Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Yeah, the producer, there was a ton of other, like, marketing guys, I think. If I remember. No, there was just other guys. There was a director, producer, the other guys, and there was a kid. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. Prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella. I forgot that's what his name was. To the stand. Or that director. No, I gotta look at this guy again. Oh god, I forgot how much I hated how he looked. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob, Raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? What should I give this guy? This guy looks like that nerdy kid at school that has a nasally voice. But I'm not that good at voices. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area. Yeah, but you didn't. You went over to the other area, didn't you, huh? Huh? Well, I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Did he skip lunch? There were plates outside. Now this got me thinking again. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You said you're pretty sure, not 100%. That's the thing, he said he's not, he's pretty sure. I don't know. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to our testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Okay. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I'm trying to think of what to do. That's like, I'm sorry I go silent here and there, but I'm just trying to figure out what the heck to do. What the hell do I do? I still, like, he said... He said that he skipped lunch, though, but... There were... I remember there being plates outside, wasn't there? I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was, doing an action scene run-through. I think the old lady said that she saw him. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting, so... Yeah, let me press it. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak. No steak, at least. Can you believe it? Must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? I mean, yeah, it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What did you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspect as much. So, when exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then. Mental image will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. They took a break in that meeting. That contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left. I was told to press. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about? I wonder. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Oh my God. Obviously, you push harder. You don't leave him be. Wait a second. Dramatic pause for effect. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? I almost said a lunch break. Oops, Raffle. Well? Mr. Manila? What's this about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about his break. About this break, not his. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. What are you laughing about? Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah, FWI will.
Okay, whatever. I don't know if anyone even knows what that means.
We took a break.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15!
Oh, that's only 13 in base 12.
Oh, God. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1?
That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that. I don't know. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. I'm pressing this. Tell me more. What time exactly? Yeah. What time did you?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Edgy stare.
But it was only 15 minutes.
Not enough time. Nope, no, let me press it. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone? I mean, I claim it and claim it loud. No. I really don't think so. Because if he died exactly at 2:30, no one, like, if they took their break exactly at 2:30, that's exactly when he died. It wouldn't line up. Yeah, can't keep claiming the impossible. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least... sorry, my phone went off. I forgot to put that on silent. Let me put my phone on silent. Anyways, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. Alright. The fallen... wait. Mrs.? What thought it was Mr. Monkey. Mrs. Monkey Head buried. Oh god. I can't speak. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey. I knew it! I knew it was Mr. Monkey. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Yeah, I don't think so. I believe we've seen enough evidence. I would like to, relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? What are you gonna pull out of your ass this time? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Is it the boy? Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess. Man! Court is adjourned for recess. Man! It's the kid, isn't it? It's gotta be the kid. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you get up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks they did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kid. Let's do it. For the kids! I don't care about them, though. I don't care about them, though. Back to court we go. The court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see that Edgeworth's taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. It's Cody! Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. There we go. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? I forget the voice I did.
Just because you're all grown up, don't mean you can push me around.
Cody? Answer his question, okay?
It's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness? Cody. He's having trouble with this whole gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
My voice is dry. Please tell us what you saw that day.
What? Pops, you want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. I wasn't able to read. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permissions if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on him the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the courtroom records.
I did it!
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Let's see.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found the map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on my way for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shoot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. So, I think I need to present the camera when he mentions it.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai. I found a map on the internet, went through the woods. I was going for the studio. I kind of got lost for 30 minutes. When I came to the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow, if I had my camera.
I would like to present your camera. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera everywhere you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
In fact, you're holding it right now. I don't know why that made me laugh. I'm sorry. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting too much pressure? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyways, Cody. I believe you wouldn't bring your... I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, though. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. Edgeworth. What do you mean by or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Cody's on a little stool. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? I think I know what I need to. I think I know what I need to do.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. I was glued to the action. The Steel Samurai goes blam, and then the bad guy stops moving.
Tell me exactly why.
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With the samurai kick, and samurai punch, samurai chop, and samurai slap. Something like that.
Oh, he's lying. He's lying. Nope. Nope, 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 because he was stabbed, not punched. That would have been in the courtroom records. You're still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? No, we are pushing him harder. I don't care if he's a child. Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? You could slap that bitch right into the stratosphere. My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright? How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Alright, I guess I'll... Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Yo, who is that beautiful person in the jar? Gee, I wonder who it is, Pure. I wonder who it is. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Do I have evidence? The camera. That's the only thing I could think. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? No, it's just a metal box I found on the ground. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He was entirely familiar with its operation. Oh, so he was struggling to get the camera working. Also, I just woke up. Well, good morning. I'm finally streaming after like 5 days. I've been very busy this week. I'm aware of that too. Ah. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? I can read. I swear to God, I can read. Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Oh.
Bullseye. I thought he said bullshit for a second.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Yes, if they are a witness to murder, yes, I do. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right, Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight, correct? You can speak now.
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Well, maybe she was also a fan like her sister, Maya. Maybe Mia was also a fan of the Steel Samurai, so she's a bit salty. The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testifies once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Pretty please? Pretty please? We know you're a second grader, but you're on court for murder! Imagine that. You get home, you're in second grade, you tell your mom you snuck out of the house, went to a big studio, saw murder, and that you have to be on court the next day. Poor kid. I feel bad for his parents.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep.
Anything strange about that testimony? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Alright, kid.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep,
I doubt that. That sounds fishy. That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? We are pressing him harder. Never let him slide. Nah, he definitely would have. Bro, I was on trial in first grade. Yeah, the classic first grade trial. Just get thrown to trial for murder. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Yes, you did, apparently. Apparently you went on trial in first grade. What for? Why would you go on trial? What the hell did you do? What the hell did God do?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great!
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. I don't want to dig the dirt. I'll get dirt in my nails.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up a camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. I took a few shots, but it was too late. I erased them. Contains photos of every victory scene and every battle of the steel. I'm presenting this. Cody. What? Man, every time you could say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never miss one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? I said I messed that up. Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path of Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day? Order, Mr. Wright. Have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way! What happened? Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. What happened? What happened? Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos? The pictures were blurry, he erased them by mistake, or the Steel Samurai didn't win. That's probably why. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture, the same reason he erased the previous photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Witness, Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Oh no, he's crying. Oh, I made a kid cry. I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. Let that guy cry. That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
I'm not doing the crying. That's too annoying. Order, order, order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? The Steel Samurai was the victim. Cry. I'm not crying. You cry. If you underestimate if you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell into the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Wait. What? What? Order, order, order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was presented at the action scene run-through that morning. Yeah, he was present. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought, but remember what Mrs. Oldbag said in her testimony? What'd she say? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Oh. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Wait a minute. There's still that sleeping powder. So he put sleeping powder in his like whatever, his drink or his food or something. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. None of you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here it is. Wait. That's a 2. He went to Studio 2? Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that this could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive enough evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like this is the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Mia, what? Look at the picture once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them. Find it. It's the 2, isn't it? Isn't it the 2? Because this is a 2 up here. It's not 1. They said he went to Studio 1. This is 2. No, it may be hard with the stuff in the way, but that's definitely a 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! Why did it sound like he got stabbed? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. Okay. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo, Your Honor. Here is the true scene of the I'm still trying to figure this out. Show the judge where the murder took... Wait. How did the body end up... Wait a minute. Was it Studio 2? The murder took place at Studio 2, and the body must have been dragged over to Studio 1. He changed... Whoever killed him put him in the other costume. They killed him through the... Okay, I think I know what's going on here. Whoever the murderer was, they killed him at Studio 1. But he was dressed up as Steel Powers. No, he was dressed up as a Steel Samurai. Whoever killed him thought it was Will Powers. Instead, okay, they wanted to kill Will Powers, but Hammer was dressed up in the Steel Samurai costume. He went over to Studio 2 for some reason. I still don't know why he sold the suit, but he sold the suit. Whoever was there killed him. Realizing it wasn't Will Powers, they thought that they could pin it on him, so they dragged the body back to Studio 1 because no one was there, changed the guy back into the costume, and got rid of the Steel Samurai costume. I think that's what happened. There's still a lot of things I don't know yet, but I think that's the clearest I'm gonna get right now. I see, that would explain the 2 in the gate photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the number, that the murderer took place in Studio 2. Cause the trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. So if he was at Studio 2, that murder definitely could have took place during the meeting. During that break, Mr. Salmonella, yes, Pure, if you're still here, Salmonella is literally the name of the director in this trial. And Miss D. Vasquez. I don't know if D. Vasquez is like another like funny name. I can't really tell. We're outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Miss Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. This is getting a lot. This is a lot. The defense makes the following claim. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you say you have proof? Give me the proof that... yes, I have proof. I have proof. I do have proof. The empty bottle. I still have proof. The sleeping pills that were found. Yes, come on, let me... This was at the employee area. Sleeping powder. Or something. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on one of the tables in the employee area. The same bottle where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes, but there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle was given to the judge to give more fingerprints. Because literally none of these people are wearing gloves, so fingerprints are probably all over this bottle. So I'm gonna get accused for murder again. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel? That is getting really trippy for me to say. Steal the steel samurai costume. Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. I don't want to do the homework. But it's a murder case, so I have to. Mr. Edgeworth, You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended till tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. Oh, my lord. There's another investigation. Hopefully it's not long. I really hope it's not long. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home and about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers. We have to go make our final investigation, but I promise we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. I'm not stopping now. Yes, I would like to save my progress. I'm going over this one. Double checking. I'm always like, I keep on saving because I'm just like, please don't lose my progress. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Oh, it's Maya's back. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. But, Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think we've got a pretty good idea who it is. Now all we need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I'm gonna go talk to Will. I want to see if Will has anything. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP! Only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I could do to help. I'm not really sure what I could do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. I can talk to him, right? Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. I would like to know about that, mister. Can you tell me anything about, Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name, Salmonella. I kinda wish everyone knew about Salmonella, but not really. I don't know. Kinda weird. Everyone knows the name of Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being all on a beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Tell me about Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth? Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in the business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? He was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. Oh, I was, not he was. My bad. He just gave up on being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Okay. Let me go to the gate now. I think you told me all that I can. Ah! Mrs. Oldbag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Oh! She's probably not happy that, her love, Mr. Hammer is now seen as, a guy who drugs people and steals stuff. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. You gonna say anything? Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we can even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat you die.
She's alive.
Can I talk to you about the Vasquez? I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. I'm trying to think of a voice for her. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft to push over. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt. I think he likes it. Oh, why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Yeah, it does. It makes plenty of sense, especially in this day and age. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed. Yeah, I knew it. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go over here. Alright. I wanted to go in the dressing room, please. I guess they're not filming today either. Why would they film? Powers is in jail right now and Hammer's dead. What is there to film? This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Oh, no, not Professor. Detective Gumshoe? No touching! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little, dramatic at times. I suppose I suppose it's the actor in me. Yeah, sure, Gumshoe, like you have anything. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Trace is there for. Then what about the plate? So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. I don't know how to say that word. But I have the capabilities to make sure a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. That's literally the exact same bottle as they use for the sleeping pills. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? Their traces, they'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. And, well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. I knew it. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Got it. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers.
And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room, and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yup, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright. I don't think I need you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore. I did say I want to go to the, dressing room. So if I can, that would be great. It's Penny! Hi, Penny. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all that you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Alright, talk about Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer? Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do such a thing like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? Then what happened? Why is it the last episode? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really killed Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to be making kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what... but that's what Global Studios decided. What about the studio policy? What's going on? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the programming just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here.
Here, take a look at this. Wait, what? This? And this? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kid loves the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about the incident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. Hold on, I got a knock at my door. Sorry about that. I had to knock on my door. Luckily it was just a quick question. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. You see, cancel culture would murder him. But don't worry, he's dead. You know, who knows more? You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to talk to her again. Alright, employee area. Gate. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you just take over for me? Old wingbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. He's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Tell me, 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Hold. Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas! Or Nichols? 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 Nick? Penny Nichols? Are you fucking serious? Her name is Penny Nichols. Her name is Penny Nichols. Can I please just get a job to be Phoenix Wright's, like, I'm the one who comes up with the names. Because I swear to God, Penny Nichols. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? For snappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer stole Power's costume? You expect me to believe that's rubbish? Or do you have some sort of proof? I do, don't I? I do have proof. Would you like to see it? The steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak, for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping powder on the plate. I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have had trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in because it's this. The bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay. You win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident. A fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia? She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Ah! Hey guys, remember when I said that fence looked funky with it being bent? I guess I may have been correct. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. I knew that fence was sus. It vented. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okie dokie! Can I go to Studio 2? Because I think Vasquez is over there. I need to question Vasquez. You go outside Studio 1, if I remember. Think back, Nick. To the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. And he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Yeah, I know. I'm heading to Studio 2 to figure that out. There's Vasquez. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. All she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here the day of the murder, and... Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. What if I show her the photo? Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez? You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer? The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. No shit, Sherlock. You came. Well then. What was that you were talking about? Why are you so eager to talk about this all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. You were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. He's an old fool. Or she. I didn't read it. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys. Oh, she is part of the mafia. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. No. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Am I dead? Gumshoe! It's Gumshoe! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the president with me now! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Gumshoe actually did something! Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've been wanting to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Honestly, I was suspicious of her from the beginning once, I first saw her. Because, I mean, you don't look like that and not be suspected of murder. Save my progress! We are overriding this one. One more time for a good measure. Okie dokie. Now, am I gonna die? Probably. Am I gonna get a penalty? Probably. That is almost guaranteed. But you know what else is guaranteed? Me being a dumbass. So, let's see how this goes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready and the defense is ready. Today is our final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems a bit on edge today. Yeah, because he knows he's gonna lose. Plus, we're dealing with a mafia member. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Isn't she supposed to say that? Will the witness state her name and occupation? Please. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2? As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate... I don't know how to say that word. Do it when I'm done here, when I'm not here. Oh. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. Let's not. I'd rather her keep her pants up. In fact, I don't even think she's wearing pants. She looks like she's wearing a dress. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. And you took a break. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. Sal never mentioned that D. Vasquez ate. That's all. So I'm gonna, I don't know. What should I do? I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. But the van was still there. Why'd you... I had him take me in that. I thought it'd be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head trampling over. Then how did you get the van out? I don't know. I see. Very well, Mr. White, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Probably not. She's probably gonna make like 20 testimonies, I feel like. I entered the trailer about a little before noon. The meeting was at 12. There was a rehearsal. I was fatigued, so Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a break. I don't know. Do I press it? I don't know. I really don't know. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone was left behind. Mr. White, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella. Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. There's no bone. Yet there was no bone left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. Because you did not eat steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I knew the incinerator had to come up during the trial. I see. And what was Miss Vasquez doing during her lunch break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran to the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Why would she kill, though? I know she has dirt on him, but why kill him? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little too presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. Am I, as you could see, a woman of petite stature? I am. How could I possibly use that heavy spear? Wait. Wait a minute. She couldn't. It was too heavy. So, he killed that guy purposely. On that fence. So maybe she pushed him into that fence again. Hold on. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that spear. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used. It was broken. It couldn't have been used, because if it was used... Or she could have ripped that off and used that tip. Maybe. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear was broken during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Yeah, it would have broke again. Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what is. How was Hammer killed? Mr. Wright, can you tell us? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see. It's... where is it? That's it. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright? What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What are you saying? Yes? What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. I knew it. I called it. I knew that thing was suspicious. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like that, Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though, whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, has died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on the script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil masturate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break?
how could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for the matter of fact, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van. She carried it in the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1 and used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before anyone else got in there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold it, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, he was. He liked being told what to do. Of course, Sal Magistrate has to have been a conspirator. I think I got it. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done it alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in the small incinerator. I knew it. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Lots of silence. So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Do I win? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing, although you lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course. It's as the witness says. Certainly. It does seem very likely he did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do? Testify again, I guess. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said it all. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness. Oh, Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with the question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see very well. Your Honor, I request the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor. Prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes, Mr. Edgeworth. I, too, see little point on making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Fairly, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets the guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth? Yeah, why is he doing that? I don't know. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I was back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. See no issues. Alright, come on. Let me do this. I was with Sal and Oldbag. The assistant was there. I immediately called the police, the security. I asked to be left out. I went back to the trailer. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. But you didn't know that he was dead. If you're telling the truth, you wouldn't have known he was dead until you got there. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. No. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. That's what I was saying. Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in the cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would not be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change his testimony. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How'd you know that he was injured, though? You couldn't have. Because that happened, you weren't there. You weren't at the, you were not at the thing. Immediately, security lady, I asked to be left out. I went back to get it. I knew that Hammer was injured. Wait, no. Hammer wasn't injured. No, that was Power. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammers. Now, why did you think that it was Mr. Hammer that was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. I must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manuel was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez? No, you saw him limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Alright. Honestly, this thing has me sweating. I am legitimately sweating. Order, order! I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one. Well, I have a question for you. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason? Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, yeah, I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I'll present it. The incident, right? At least I believe the incident. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Find the dog in the background. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial has begun on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role was the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly. It was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Deed Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive does Mr. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. It was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of a useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. It was an accident. This was an accident. This murder was an accident. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Your Honor? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room to steal and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel down the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please, try to remain calm. No, how could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die, please. Whoa. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As claimed to and collective as ever. Calm and collective, I meant. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he was to be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Will Powers, not guilty. I did it! I did it! That is all. The court is adjourned. Woo! I am so sweaty. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in kids' shows, and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. I gotta sneeze. Sorry if you heard that. I tried to turn down my volume. I had to sneeze. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Hi. You don't look so pleased with me. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, don't you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it might have been better that we had not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. What do you mean by that, Edgeworth? Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? He is my lover. I don't know. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. I went back to making kids shows again. And the Pink Princess. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? He's the princess! I wonder if they'll make the show this real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Is he Pink Princess? What? Oh.